Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to edit the map on your DREAME X30 Ultra. In order to edit the map, you will need to click on Map Edit button, which is located right here. Now, you will find many different things that you can do. You can rename your map. You can back it up and restore it. And that's when you're starting to change some things. It is worth backing up so you can later restore it in case you change too much and want to revert to the previous state. You can also delete your map. Then you can do room partition. I'll show you how it works. You can divide a room. To do it, tap on the room. First tap divide, then select. Sorry, I was correct. I need to select the room first, then tap divide, and now draw a line of division. Let's say I want to divide the room right here, like so. And then approve. You can see now 2 rooms will be created out of 1. You can merge rooms if you'd like to merge them. So let's tap on merge, select 2 rooms and approve. Then you can also hide some rooms by tapping on hide or rename them right here. Let's go back. Let's go to the edit and see ground environment. You can change the floor material, select the room first, then floor material, and you can set it to floor tile, floor horizontal, or floor vertical. I'll set it to floor vertical. It's important to select vertical or horizontal so your robot can go along the seams to minimize scratching against the seams of your floor. You can also select carpet, tap add a carpet, and adjust its location and size. The robot typically discovers the carpets automatically, but you can also help the robot, especially if you've put a new carpet somewhere, in order for it not to mop on the carpet. Adjust its location and size, then approve, and it is now added there. Let's go back. Let's do a virtual threshold. You can do a threshold in order to let the robot know there is some form of threshold that it needs to bypass. So let's make it maybe between the rooms, right? It's very helpful that it has that zoom on top of it, because otherwise I probably wouldn't be able to do all of that. Now I will approve the virtual threshold and let's go back. Let's see what else can we do, because we do have a few more options left. The no-go zone, which is really useful. The virtual wall, no-go zone, and no-mop zone. Let's go. To do that, the no-go zones are some dangerous areas for the robot, or let's say like dog food that you don't want the robot to go near because it can spill the water and everything. Well, you can just add a virtual wall. In some cases, let's say you have some door that you leave open to the outside world and you don't want the robot to try to go over that, right? Or if you have some staircase that you just don't want the robot to go on, even though it has sensors, it has cliff sensors, you just don't want the robot to go near that, right? So you can do that. There is also a no-go zone, so I will remove the virtual wall, but I will add a no-go zone. Remember that if there is this circle around the dock station, you cannot add any zones near to that because it cannot be placed there. Yeah, so you can add a no-go zone, which means the robot will not go on that zone. And you can also add a no-mop zone, which means the robot will go there, but only vacuum without mopping. Hold on a second. I'm trying to move it. Oh, it's not wanting to move. I'll do it in a different method. Okay. And now let's approve it. Otherwise, besides that, you have furniture, which I don't really find any useful. You can add it, of course, like bed, sofa, whatever. I never really understood the reason of it, but feel free to do that. And there is cleaning sequence. You can change the sequence, which will be the default cleaning sequence. So your robot will clean in that order. I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.